Good evening, everyone. I have another leg-in trade that I would like to show you. This is today's chart of the SPX. Let me come out of this and then come back a little bit to yesterday. This is yesterday on a 5-minute chart. Everybody knows how to read a TOS account statement page. What had happened at 12:08 Eastern. I had purchased the 2650 call for 95 cents. So here is the this is the candle right here that the call was purchased in. What I had saw at the time was it had broken resistance right here to the upside, plus the 5-minute squeeze had fired long here with the green dot. So I purchased the call looking for upside potential. And as you can see, the overhead resistance prevailed, and then it traded down. So I started projecting some support, found support down here at the 1618 of this move here, and then it started trading up. So I use a 333 tick chart for my entries, and once I got my entry on the 333 tick chart, what I did was then at 12:32 I purchased another 2650 call for 80 cents. So I basically I averaged down on that, so I have two of those contracts now. And then I put in an order to sell to open what is the, where is it? Right here, the 2655, which is the 5 points further out of the money, or the next strike further out of the money of SPX. Call for $1.20. So if we take the average of 87.5 cents that I paid for these two, and then if we take then selling two to open at $1.20 of the further out of the money strike, what we get is an overall credit of 65 cents, lagging into what is traditionally a debit vertical spread. So I have legged into a debit vertical spread for a credit on two contracts of 65 cents or $65. So now SPX can literally completely tank to zero, and the lowest amount of money I'm going to make is $65 on my two contracts. So that was held overnight because I didn't want to day trade it, so that was held overnight. Once we got into this channel right here and just chopped back and forth the rest of the day from about 1:30 Eastern throughout the rest of the day. So let's fast forward to today. This is today, and I was in meetings all morning, so what I had done is I am looking what I was looking for is a rally in the ES today. Let me switch over to a daily chart so I can show everybody what I looked at yesterday on the close. There's a lot of fib work here, sorry, but I'm not deleting that right now. This is a spike bottom rejection. We had all this selling in the morning. Selling could not be sustained, and bulls came in, took over, and ripped this thing right out of the hands of the bears. So this is a spike bottom rejection candle, and looking for more upside today. So that is why I let that, another reason why I let that go. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart. That is another reason why I let that go for today. Once it's done screwing around. That's another reason why I let that go for today. Looking for more upside potential for today, hoping that they would expire in the money since SPX is a cash-settled entity. So what happened, I was in meetings this morning and everything, so what I did is TOS charges me $15 per strike to cash settle SPX for me. No matter how many contracts I have, it's $15 per strike. So since I have two strikes, that's $30 that they charge me in commission to cash settle that for me. It's normally 19. I've got it. It's normally 20. I'm sorry. I've got it negotiated down to 15. So instead of spending that $30 and letting it cash settle, I just put an order in to sell my position for $4.50. So it got out of it. And as I was in a meeting at 11:42, it filled at $4.50. So instead, I just pay $1 per contract. So I only paid $4 to settle that instead of $30 to settle that. So yeah, I gave away 20 bucks. I could have let it settle in the money, and then I could have gotten $4.70 out of it instead of $4.50. But I'll just take the money and run at that point. So I had, if we recap here, let me bring up the calculator. If we recap, I legged into this for a 65 cent credit total if I could type, that'd be great. A 65-cent credit total on the two contracts. It was 37.5 cents per contract. I'm sorry, 32.5 cents per contract, which gave me a 65-cent credit on the two of them. And then when I sold after that, then that is two contracts at $4.50. So that's another $900 into the account. It helps if we put the plus sign. Plus 900 equals a $965 profit on a trade that took 24 hours. Because of the cash settling nature of SPX, I was not afraid to hold this. So that is how this leg-in strategy worked. Today worked absolutely perfect on what I saw from yesterday with the spike bottom rejection candle on the daily chart that I had showed you earlier with the spike bottom rejection. Very, very bullish, and I knew today, I was planning on today being a very bullish day, and we got up right in here to the fire line, and we had some profit taker sell off at the end of the day. But we finished on a very bullish note right up here at resistance, which is great. We finished the week out very strong, looking for a little bit more coming into next week. We are up against symmetrical resistance right here with the yellow line, so but I do like the way it finished. Looking for some more bullish nature for early into next week. I would like to take this high out next week, which would give us a lot more room to run up here into the 618 of what is the overall, here we go, what is the overall sell-off from back in February. That is the 618 retracement. I would like to clear this fire line right here and this overhead resistance, which would give us clear span into this 618, which was the resistance for this. But if we were able to do that, we'll create a new bullish pattern, taking out the high of this zigzag lower. If we take that high out, looking to start a new bullish pattern upwards, and then this would be our overhead resistance at that point. So that is how that trade went. I have a YouTube video on that breaks that trade down a lot more. I show you guys how the leg-in process works and everything. So if you guys want to check that out, it's on my YouTube channel. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel and then post it in the page. So hopefully everybody has had a green week. Hopefully everybody has a great rest of the week and a great weekend. I will catch everybody on the flip side.